Afternoon to all of you. It's a lovely Sunday. It's really nice to meet all of you back here on a Sunday afternoon. I missed you guys last week, but yeah. Okay, just to applaud many of you whom I observed last lesson. It was a wonderful job, guys. You did very well answering the teacher's questions, reading very well. I was amazed by the way you read the stories and the sentences and the way you gave the answers and you participated in the lessons. I am really very proud of all of you. Thank you so much for your participation. I hope today would be equally good. Thank you very much. And with that, we will start our lesson. All right. I don't know why. Okay, yeah. Give me a few minutes, okay? Yes, I hope all of you can see the screen. Okay, we're going to start off with our normal afternoon song. This song helps to energize our lesson so that all of us will have very high energy throughout the whole lesson. All right, ready? Are we ready? Can we sing good afternoon to you? Right? To your friends, to your teachers, to the uncles and aunties who are present during this lesson. Let's all sing together. Can I hear you, please? Ready? Go. Good. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon
to you. To see my dear friends, I see you.
Very good. Well done. Okay, the next one. Looking through the window. All right. Looking through the window, and who do I see? I see children waving at me. Can all of you wave? At least I can see your waves. All right. Looking through the window, and who do I see? I see children waving at me. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you. Well done. Thank you very much for the lovely song to begin our lesson. Okay. Yeah, we are always gathered here on a Sunday afternoon for our English lesson. Okay, during our lesson, we listen, we speak, we read, and hopefully learning everything you are able to write during your lessons in school too. Okay, so that is what we aim to achieve on our Sunday lessons. All right. Okay. Last week we learned all about reflexive pronouns. Okay. Sorry, children. I think there's some error. Right. Reverend, please excuse me. I think there's some error in the slide. Can I exit and come back again? Yeah, sure. And then, sure, sorry about it. I think there's some technical error here. Sorry, Reverend.
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
How do I? Sorry, I'm very sorry. I have to exit first. Sorry.
ඉන්න පුතේ පොඩ්ඩක් මේ MS ස්ලයිඩ් එකේ පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ආය ලොගින් වෙයි. ශලනි නේද? ඔයාගේ නම මේ මම මුල් ටික පොඩ්ඩක් කපනවා මේ සෙෂන් එකේ හොඳේ. ශලනි කියලා විතරක් තියෙනවා. නම දිග නිසා සමහරවිට ටීචර්ට කියන්න අමාරු වෙන නිසා ශලනි කියලා විතරක් තියෙනවා හොඳේ. හරිද?
Okay.
I am very sorry, children, for this technical error. Okay, I think this is the one. Yes, this is the one. Okay, thank you. My apologies. All right, last week we learned about demonstrative pronouns. Okay, if you remember, we learned about this and that. This is when a noun or thing is near you. Okay, so this is an apple. That is used when the noun is further away from you. That is an apple. Okay, of course, this and that speaks about singular noun. It means it's alone, one only. And then you have the plural form. All right, the plural form for this is these are apples. And when it's far away, the plural form for that is those. Those are apples. So these are the two concepts that we learned last week. All right. And then we also concluded our story writing, the elements of a story. We revised plot, setting, characters, conflict. All right. And then the last that was added to the lesson was theme. Theme is basically the message or the lesson the author is trying to teach the characters or the reader. It's usually a big idea, right? They're usually trying to tell you an idea. What is the story all about? What is the message they're trying to share with you? From last lesson, I realized that all of you are pretty good in this already. You kind of understood what are the elements of a story. Fantastic. All right. Today, we are going to pronounce, integrative pronouns, and summarizing, reading for understanding. All right. Okay. What are integrative pronouns? Actually, integrative is basically asking questions. It's like the policeman asking questions or your parents asking questions, right? They want to know more about what you have done or what you are going to do in school or whatsoever, or even your friends are asking you questions. And normally, these questions begins with these 5 common words: whose, which, who, whom, and what. These are the 5 common question words. We call them question words. And normally they begin a question for you to answer. All right. So each of them have a purpose. Let's look at the purpose. All right. The words who, which, what, whom, and whose are integrative pronouns. This integrative pronouns or this question words is a pronoun that is used to ask a question, something, or to integrate. Okay? It is to spur, the main purpose of this is to find answers. All right. So the word who asks question about person, people, and name, right? So normally the answers would be a person or people or a name of something of someone. All right. Which ask question about limited choices. So when your choices are very limited, the few to choose from, you always ask which. What? When you're asking for general information, that means the answer is very general. Who? It is to refer to the object. Object here means the person that who's receiving the action or the noun. Okay. Whose? It is used in questions to ask who owns something. All right, these 5, we are going to look at it at individual level so that we have better understanding for it. Okay. Let's use them in context. That means just not learning the words, but we also use them in context to get better understanding. All right. Who won the game yesterday? So the answer would be a person. All right. I won the game yesterday. My friend Daniel won the game yesterday. Okay. To whom did you give the book? So you see, now the person who's receiving is another person. The object is the third party. To whom did you give the book? I gave the book to my teacher. All right. Okay. Next, who would like to read this sentence for me? Can somebody read the sentence? Can somebody read the sentence here?
Whose car was parked there just now?
Very good. Well done. Whose car is to show possession. That means somebody owns it, right? So whose is used for possession of items. Next, can somebody read this?
Whose mother works as a nurse in the hospital.
Very good. Again, it shows possession of a person, someone related to the mother, right? So they're asking a question to a person whose mother, right? So it's a relation, a possession, right? Okay, next.
What animal has horns?
Very good. What is used for animals and things? So here again, animal. What animal has horns? So can you think of an animal which has horns? Do you know of an animal that has a horn?
Cow.
Yeah. Good. All right, next.
What is the color of hair?
Yeah. Very good. What is here again used for things? Okay. Color is a thing. So you can say brown hair, or blue hair, or red hair. So again, what is used for animals and things, not for people? All right. Now, which?
Which boy took my bike just now?
Okay.
Which boy took my bike?
Very good.
Just now.
Very good. So you're asking, you see, the choice is very limited, right? So which boy? Definitely there's a group of boys and you're choosing from a choice or a group of boys who took your book, all right? So which is for limited choice. Okay, next.
Which cat stole the fish from the basket?
Very good. Which cat stole the fish from the basket? Again, a group of cats, limited cats, and we use which. Next.
Biggest building in the biggest building in this area.
In
this area.
Okay, very good. So this area again narrows the choices. It brings down to a small group of place where you have to tell the biggest building. All right. Now let's look a little bit more closer now. Okay. We bring it down so that you understand better. All right. Who versus whom? Okay. We have learned about subject and object many lessons ago. So there's a quick revision and it also helps you to understand who and whom. The boy gives the list to his mother. Subject, the boy. Subject always comes before a verb. Verb is an action word, all right? So this boy gives the list to his mother. So an object is his mother, the receiving party, the person who's receiving the list. It normally comes after the verb, all right? Who gives the list to his mother? We use the word who when it refers to the subject. That means the person who's doing it, the first person that we are talking about. To whom does the boy give the list? If the answer is the object, the receiving party, then we use the word whom. So many of us, even I sometimes, when I was younger, I used to get confused with whom and who. I hope this explains better. Who is the subject, the first person? Whom is the object, the receiving party. So I hope you understand this because we're going to practice this here now. All right. So can everybody see my screen? Yeah. Okay. Dash, are they inviting? Okay. What do you think would be the right answer? What do you? Who or whom? Remember, the receiving party is not you or I, is another person. So what would that be? Whom? Yes, very good. Because the person who's receiving the invitation is not me, it's not you. It's the third party, it's another group, right? So whom are they inviting? All right, now. Second, can anybody read and give me the answer, please?
Who?
Yes. Very good. Well done. Number 3, please.
Who wants ice cream?
Yes, who wants ice cream? Well done. Now let's do number 3.
Who?
Who? Very good. Well done. Who did you meet? Okay. Number 4.
Who gave you this?
Very good. Well done. Who gave you this watch? Everybody following? Everybody understand? Yeah. Next.
Is going to the market. Is going
Who
to
is-
the market.
Very good. Well done. Who is going to the market? Good job. I like to hear more voices, right? Very good. Well done. Okay, number 6.
With whom are you going?
NYC. Yeah? All right. Very good. Well done. With whom are you going to NYC? Yeah, because there's a third person involved, right? So it's not just you and me. There's another person involved, and that becomes whom. Very good. Well done. Now, we are going to look at which and what. Okay, which versus what. You use which when there is a limited choice. We ask which. Which color do you want? Red, yellow, blue. So the choices here are very limited. All right. But when there's a wide choice, we ask what. So there are many choices for you. It's a big amount of choices. Then you ask, what is your favorite color? So that is the difference between which and what. Okay. Of course, there's sometimes both can be used, like what month next summer will you go on a holiday, or what month will you go on a holiday, or which month will you go on a holiday? Both of them can be used. Okay. We can also we can use which before of and one. Which one do you like? Which of the shoes do you prefer? But we cannot use of and one after a what. We cannot say what of or what one. Right? But we can say which of or which one. All right. These are normally very, you do not see it frequently. You just see these two more frequently. And as long as you understand these two, you are good. All right. Okay. Now, here, there's a sentence here. I like you to read and then tell me the answer for the sentence. Number 1. Can anybody read and answer?
Blank soup would you prefer? Chicken or vegetable?
Or
vegetable. Would you prefer?
What would the answer
chicken
be?
Or which?
Well done. Good job. Yeah. Can anybody explain to me before we continue, why did we use which? Why?
that is a limited.
Very good. The choices are limited. So there are only 2 choices. Because of the limited choices, we use which. Excellent. As long as you understand, you're good. Very good. Thank you. Number 2.
Blank kind of music do you listen to? What kind of music do you listen to?
Very good. And now, can you explain to me why do we use the word what?
There is a right choice.
Yes. Very good. Right choice of music. All right. Next. Number 3. Can you just give me the answer?
What
Favorite food.
Very good. Number 4.
I
have
black dress or a red dress.
which would you prefer?
Very good. Well done. Next. Number 5, please.
What is the most
beautiful place?
What
is the most beautiful place you have traveled to?
Okay. Yes. Well done. Good job. Number 6.
What would you wish for?
What
if
would you
had
wish for
only
if you had only one wish?
Yes. Well done. Next.
My favorite place. What is yours?
My least favorite food is pet.
What is yours?
What is
Yes. Very good. Kepet is a French food. It's normally a mixture of many non-vegetarian. Sometimes it can be vegetarian. It's mixed into a paste, and then people will put it on the bread and eat it. All right. So it's a French cuisine. It's a French food. All right. Okay. Next, number 7.
Can you tell me
Can you tell
dessert
what dessert you prefer? Cheesecake
or ice cream?
Dessert you prefer, cheesecake or ice cream? Can you tell me what?
Yes. Can you tell me which dessert you prefer, cheesecake or ice cream? Okay, we use the word which because there is a limited choice. Very good. Well done. Next, number 9.
Which football team do you prefer?
Sevilla or Betis?
Sevilla or Betis? Sevilla, Betis.
Very good. Well done. Sevilla or Betis. Very good. Number 10.
Which do you like
better going out with your friends or watching TV?
Excellent. Well done, children. Very good. I like the way you answer. I like the pacing of the reading. Good job. Keep it up. Okay. I like to see more participation. Very good. Okay. Now, here we are going to learn about whose. But actually, whose is very different. We are just basically talking about a person. All right. There's 2 ways to question, to use whose. Okay. For example, here we say, whose school bag is it? And then the answer would be, the school bag is Calvin's. It's Calvin's. Whose crayons are these? The crayons are Candler's, or they are Candler's crayon. All right? Yeah. So here, the whose question comes as a full sentence with a noun in it. But here, whose is it? Whose is this? So if the thing is near and you're pointing it, and the person who's listening knows what you are talking about, you can just simply say, whose is this? All right? It's Calvin's. Whose are they? They are Candler's. All right? So the difference between is the noun. Either you use the noun or you don't use the noun. You don't use the noun only if the person who's listening to your question knows what you are talking about. All right? Okay, now let's practice. Can you read and give me the answer, please?
Whose sandwich
is this? It's mine.
Yes. Well done. Next.
whose pencils are these?
They are yours.
Yeah. Joe's. Yes, very good. You can simply say they are Joe's or they are Joe's pencils. Both answers are correct. Number 4.
Whose book is that?
Very good.
Katie.
Yes, it's Katie's. Very good. So you can, yeah, very good. Well done. Number 5, please.
Whose pencil cases are
Pencil
those?
cases are yours.
Those are yours.
Those are yours.
Very good. Very good. Well done, children.
Pencils are those.
Continue reading, dear.
That pencils are yours.
Okay, very good. Well done. She's correct. Those pencils are yours. Or those pencil cases are yours. That is also correct. Very good. Thank you for answering in full. Okay, now we're going to practice whatever we have learned in different sentences. Are you ready? So just tell me the answer and continue reading. Are we ready? Go.
What is
wrong with me? Doctor?
Very good. Number 2.
Who is this?
What is food card for?
Very good. Very good. Well done. Number 3.
Whose are those children?
Yeah. Whose are those
children?
Very good. Number 4.
Who will win the football game?
game?
Very good. Well done. Number 5.
What is the name of the place
The place where animals are kept.
Kept. All right. Very good. Good job, children. Now let's go on to the next sentence. 6.
Whom does the playful kitten belong to?
Does the
What or
playful
whom?
kitten belong to?
Okay. Whom? Yes, because it belongs to a person, right? Very good. Next, number 7.
Who said that
Who
it will not
That
rain?
it will not rain.
Very good. Next, number 8.
What are you making, mother?
Very good. Well done. Number 9.
What is that football?
Yeah. Whose is that football? Very good. Well done. Number 10
Whose
here.
is that football?
The book is reading.
Which is the book?
The book is
What? Okay. Yeah, actually the answer is what is the book he is reading or who is the book he's reading. All right. So please take note of the error here. What is the book he's reading or what is the book he's reading? All right. Okay, now let's go on to, there is a sentence here. Now you need to tell me what would be the correct question word you would use to ask for this answer. Okay, so I am going to give you the answer. You tell me what is the question word. The bridge collapsed after heavy rain last night.
What?
Yes. Ask me the full question. Yeah. What collapsed?
After heavy rain last night. What?
Very good. Okay. So that was Matthew's badminton racket. So what would the question be?
Whose? That was
Badminton racket.
Very good. Well
whose
done.
badminton racket. That was whose badminton.
Excellent. Good job, children. Mother's new pot broke when she dropped it.
New pot broke when
Whose new pot broke when she dropped it?
Very good. Well done. That's the correct question. Very good. Number 4. Is this towel or that towel clean? So,
towel.
Which this towel or that towel clean?
which towel is clean? Also can. All right. Number 5. A mobile phone was found near the canteen.
What? Mobile phone was found near the canteen.
So the question would be, what was
What
found
found near the canteen?
near? Yes, that's the question, right? What was found near the canteen? And then the answer would be a mobile phone was found near the canteen. Yeah. The last question, the last one.
Who?
The man sat on
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question is, who sat on a
chair?
yeah. The question is, who sat on a rattan chair? The answer would be the man sat on a rattan chair. Yeah. Okay. Do not worry, children. This particular exercise a little bit tough because you're supposed to find the question for these answers. But it's a good practice and all of you did very well. Thank you very much. We will move on to the next slide now. Okay. All right. Okay. So with this slide, we now understand how to use which, what, whose, who, right? So these are the questions when you ask. These are question words, all right? When you ask, there is always an answer, all right? Okay, now with that, we go on to the second part of our lesson, comprehension, strategies, and skills. Basically, what does this mean? This means that when you read something, how do you process the information? How do you get what you need to know from the from the article or from the story that you are reading. So all these lessons, you have been taught various skills. So when you read, you need to apply the skills when you are reading. Okay. Today, we are going to focus on summarizing. Summarizing basically means making a long story short. Okay. When you have a book in front of you, or when you have a story in front of you, there will be a lot of words for you to read and understand. All right. So what you do is after you have read finish, you summarize them. You make it short. You make it simple for you to understand. Okay. When you tell about a story, you tell the important parts. Right. You leave out the parts that are not important. Then you tell what the story is all about. Okay, so what you have one whole day, you do many things, but you don't come back home and you tell your mom everything you do. You only tell her the important parts, and that's what we call summarizing. Okay, read these sentences. Think about what is important. See, there's so many things there, but after reading everything, you need to conclude what is important in this whole story. Can somebody read for me, please?
People wear all kinds of clothes. It is called they wear sweaters and singlets and shorts. When it is hot, they wear singlets and shorts.
Very good. Okay. Good job. Well done. I can hear you, all of you, but just at different speed. Okay. So sometimes I'm quiet until I hear your friend finish off the last word. Okay. People wear all kinds of clothes. When it is cold, they wear sweaters and mittens. When it is hot, they wear singlets and shorts. When it rains, they wear raincoats. People need different clothes for different kinds of weather. So this is the whole story. It's a long story, right? Let's draw a line under the sentence that tells us the important part. So within this two sentences, which sentence tells us the important part of this story?
People wear different clothes in a hot and cold weather.
Yes.
People
Yeah,
wear shoes.
Yeah, that is right. So this sentence summarizes this whole story. Okay, the whole story, so many words, but they all are just trying to tell us that people wear different clothes in hot and cold weather. So this is called summarizing, making a long story short for people to understand. Okay, now next. Again, read the sentence, think about the important parts. Can all of you read, please?
Hats.
There are
Variety of hats. From the sun. Hard hats construction worker. It says hats show the job people do. Some hats make us look good.
Very good. Well done. All right. Good job, children. Very good. Okay, let me read. Hats. There are a variety of hats. Some hats have flaps to keep our head and ears warm. Some hats are big to give shade from the sun. A hard hat keeps a construction worker's head safe. Some hats show the job people do. Some hats makes us look good. So basically, the story is all about different kinds of hats and the purpose for these hats. So remember, think about the important parts. Okay, circle the best answer. Are all the hats different?
Yes.
Yes. So that's very good. Why do people wear hats?
Hats keep them safe. Keep them safe.
Very good. So that is the Very good. What is the important thing about hats?
There are many different kinds of hats.
Yes, exactly. So that's the summary of the whole story. They just want to tell you there are many different kinds of hats and uses for the hats.
Kinds
Yes. Okay. Very good. Good job summarizing. Well done. Yeah. Okay. Now, again, we have different. Now we spoke about clothes. We spoke about hats. We can't miss out shoes, right? It's another important thing, right? Okay. And can somebody please read?
Shoes can help people do their jobs. Boots help firefighters see dry. Boots keep workers sailors run and jump. Different kinds of boots a worker feet safe. Different roads use different kinds of shoes.
Well done. Good job, children. Shoes can help walking shoes. Shoes can help people to do their jobs. Boots keep the firefighters' feet dry. Sneakers help players run and jump. Heavy boots keep the workers' feet safe. Different workers use different kinds of shoes. Right. What can shoes do? All the best answer.
Help people do their jobs.
Very good. What is working shoes about? Summary.
Shoes.
Yes, very good. What is one of the shoes working shoes tells about?
Sneakers.
Sneakers. Very good. Draw a line under the sentence that tells the important thing about the passage.
Different kinds of
Different shoes help people do their jobs.
Very good. Well done. Good job, children. Now you have learned how to summarize and understand the important parts of a story. Good job. Well done. Okay. All right. Here, now we are going to build on our vocabulary. We're going to draw a line from the word to where it belongs. All right. Different. Okay. Different. What would be the right way to explain?
Not the same, not alike.
Very good. Well done. Shape.
cloud, shadow.
Yes. Very good. You are good. Shoes.
Slippers.
Excellent. Warm. Warm. Hot, cozy. Okay. Well done. Good job. Okay, now, so since we have learned all about summarizing today and we have learned about different kinds of clothes and shoes that helps people, I thought it would be good to learn a little bit more about seasons. All right. Okay, what are seasons? Let's look into it. In many places, the weather changes during the year. These changes are called seasons. All right. So seasons, we live in a world, a very big world with many different countries and places. And all these countries and places, the weather there changes during the year. Okay. And the changes are called seasons. In the north and south, there are 4 seasons in a year. Each season brings changes that are important for plants and animals that live in different parts of the world. So all these changes not only happen because it's fun to do. Mother Earth never say, oh, it's fun, let's have snow, let's have rain, let's have sun. No, every changes is important to the plants and the animals that live in different parts of the world. So together, they all come together to help everybody. Okay, let's start with spring. Spring starts when the day and night are the same length. So in spring, the day and the night are, the timing or the length is about the same. the weather gets warmer and sunnier. Trees and plants start to grow. Many animals have their babies in spring. So spring is all about new life, new growth. It's about having new things. The weather is so much better. You will see chicks hatching, butterflies growing and flying all around. You will see beautiful flowers blooming. So that would mark spring. All right. Okay. Then after spring comes summer. Summer begins on the longest day of the year. In the north, this is on 20. It says here 21st June, but normally it starts around June. Summer is usually the warmest and sunniest time of the year. Fruits grow on trees and plants. Young animals grow bigger and stronger. And normally in schools, we have summer holidays because that's the time where families go on picnics and holidays and all that, right? It's a drier season. After that, you have autumn, all right? Autumn starts when the day and night are of the same length again. During autumn, leaves changes color and fall from the trees. So many of you must have experienced this. You might have seen the changes in your trees, the colors, and then they fall off and you notice the trees all become bare, right? That doesn't mean it's over. It means a new beginning is going to start soon, all right? Some animals collect food before the winter comes. So these are the seasons where you see all the animals start eating, like bears and all that, they start eating a lot, or even like squirrels and monkeys and ants gather a lot of food and they keep it in their nest or in their home before the winter starts, okay? Yeah, so here you see a lot of animals busy working, gathering food before the winter starts. All right. Winter begins on the shortest day of the year. In north, this is during December. The weather is colder. In some places, there's a lot of snow. Plants and trees stop growing. Some animals like bats and bears find places to hide and sleep. This is called hibernation. All right. So then this is the time where in some countries where there's snow, children make snowmen, make snowballs, and they have ice skating and all that. In one of the lessons, I have taught you the word covered like a blanket of snow, right? So this is what we mean by blanket of snow, when everything is covered and you can hardly see things. So these are the 4 seasons that some countries in this world experience. Okay. Next to remember, when it is summer in the north, there is winter in the south. So we have north and south, right? So normally the seasons cannot come together at both ends. So one side is summer, the other side is winter. In the North Pole and South Poles, there are only 2 seasons, all right? There's only summer or winter. They don't have spring and autumn, okay? Countries like ours, we are near the equator, we are the Asian countries, Singapore, Sri Lanka, and we are Malaysia and all that. We normally have a wet season and a dry season. Okay, I don't think so. In Singapore, definitely we don't experience snow. I'm sure Sri Lanka also we do not experience snow, right? Yeah. So we are very near to the equator. So we have only 2 seasons, which is the wet season, rainy season. There's a lot of rain, or dry season, which is hot, right? It's very sunny and hot. Yeah. So what happens in countries where are 4 seasons? Then that's when they have clothes for different seasons. All right. So with this ends the session of seasons. All right. I hope. Is there any questions you would like to ask me before I go on to the next slide? Do you understand a little bit more about seasons and summary? Do you need? Yes, very good. Thank you very much. I like to respond. I'd like to ask the question again. Do you understand what we have just learned? Is there anybody who would like to know anything more? All right. That's good. Very good. Well done. I really love a response. Very good. Thank you, children. All right. So In our lessons, every time we learn during comprehension classes, we always learn something new. And once we have learned it, we try to use it in our writing so that we can learn to use this word in our speech too. Okay? So this is called Maya seasons. I'm going to read this and then I'm going to call out one by one. All right? One by one to read for us. Okay? So that everybody have a chance to hear as many children as possible. Maya is 10 years old. Maya is a happy girl and she loves all 4 seasons of the year. Why? Because in spring, she spends wonderful time with her mother pottering in the garden. In summer, she goes swimming in the lakes, canoeing in the river, and plays with her brother in the park. In autumn, she rides and picks mushrooms with Dad in the forest. In winter, she goes skiing in the mountains and skating in the ice rink with her cousins. All right? So this is what Maya does during the 4 seasons. Do you see Maya here? She's such a happy girl, right? Doing different things. Okay, children, is there any words in this story that you don't understand that you need me to explain? Any words? Canoeing, do you know what's a canoeing? Canoeing is a small boat, right? And normally with a paddle, they row, all right? Anything? Okay, everybody, okay, who would like to read first? Any? Please. Can I hear you? Danuti, is it? Okay. Danuti, would you like to read?
Okay.
Yes, okay. Sure.
Maya seasons. Maya is 10 years old. Maya is a happy girl and she loves all 4 seasons of the year. Why? Because in the spring she spends wonderful time with her mom pottering in their garden. In summer she goes swimming in the lakes, canoeing in the river and plays with her brother in the park. In autumn, she rides her bike and picks mushrooms with Dad in the forest. In winter, she goes skiing in the mountains and skating in the ice rink with her cousins.
Teacher, I like to read too.
Cousins.
Teacher,
Okay, who is that?
I like to read. Sinelli read.
Read.
Who?
Sinelli.
Sorry, darling, who's that? What's the name again, sweetheart?
Sinelli.
Kasuni. Kasuni, you would like to read. Okay. Kasuni first. After Kasuni is Dinula. Okay. After Dinula is Diluti. Diliti. Okay. So Kasuni, Dinula, Diliti. Okay. Then again, I will call out the names. Okay, children? All right. Yeah. Kasuni, you can start first, dear. Oh.
Teacher. Maya is 10 years old. Maya is happy girl and she loves all 4 seasons of the year. Why? Because in spring she spends wonderful time with her mom pottering in their garden. In summer she goes swimming in the lakes, canoeing in the river and plays with her brother in the park. In autumn, she rides her bike and picks mushroom with Dad in the forest. In winter, she goes skiing in the mountain and skating in the ice rink with her cousin.
Very good. Well done. Who's next? Dinola. Okay, Dinola, you may start now, dear. Go.
Maya seasons. Maya is 10 years old. Maya is a happy girl and she loves all 4 seasons of the year. Why? Because In spring, she spends wonderful time with her mom pottering in their garden. In summer, she goes swimming in the lakes, canoeing in the river, and plays with her brother in the park. In autumn, she rides her bike and picks mushrooms with dad in the forest. In winter, she goes skiing in the mountains and skating in the ice rink with her cousin.
Okay, very good, children. Children, there's an error here. This is called skiing. Okay, there's a typo error. Next time I will type and show you the correct spelling. I can't do that now. This is called skiing. Okay, so there's a typo error there. All right, next. Who's next? Who's supposed to read next?
Amaya.
Dino. Sorry, Amaya. Okay, Amaya, you can read now, dear. Amaya, you can start, dear. Amaya?
Yes.
Amaya there? Yes, you can start reading.
Okay, teacher. Maya is 10 years old. Maya is a happy girl and she loves all 4 seasons of the year. Why? Because in spring, girl spends wonderful time with her mom pottering in their garden. In summer, she goes swimming in the lakes, canoeing
Canoeing.
in the river, and plays with her brother in the park. In autumn, she rides her bike and picks mushrooms with dad in the forest. In winter, she goes skiing in the mountains and skating in the ice rink with her cousins.
Very good. Well done, Anamaya. Very good reading skills you have there. All right. Who would like to try? Maybe I'll have 1 or 2 more.
I am ready.
Diliti.
I am ready.
Diliti. Is it? Diliti.
Maya
Who's-
is 10 years old. Maya
Okay.
is a happy girl and she loves all 4 seasons of the year. Why? Because in spring she spends wonderful time with her mom potting in the garden. In summer she goes swimming in the lakes, skating in the river and plays with her brother in the park. In autumn she rides her bikes and picks mushroom with dad in the forest. In winter, she goes skiing in the mountains and skating in the ice rinks with her cousins.
Very good. Skiing, autumn, all right? Canoeing. These are some of the words all of you need to take note of. Can I know who just read? May I know your name, dear? Who just read? What's your name?
Dinati?
Very good reading, Dinati. Well done. Good job. So proud of you. All right. I think I have time for 1 more. Who would like to go? Who's that?
I am ready.
Okay. I tell you what, Udita, you read. After that, everybody read together so that everybody will have a chance to read. Okay. So let's have Udita and then we read as a group. Okay. Udita, go first, please.
Maya season. Maya is 10 years old. Maya is a happy girl and she loves all 4 seasons of the year. Why? Because in spring she spends wonderful time with her mom's pottering in the garden. In summer she goes swimming in the lakes, canoeing in the river and play with her brother in the park. In autumn she rides her bike and picks mushroom with dad in the forest. In winter, she goes skiing in mountains, skating in the ice rink with her cousins.
Very good. Well done, children. Good job. All right. With that, I'm really very thankful that all of you are trying to read individually and you have made so much of improvement over the past weeks. I'm so proud of you. I would like to hear more new voices in the coming weeks so that we know everybody's got a chance to read on their own. Okay, so now before we end the session, can we all read as a group? Are we ready? Maya seasons. Start, children.
Maya is
a happy girl. She loves all 4 seasons of the year. Why? Because in spring, she spends wonderful time with her mom watering in the garden. Summer, she goes swimming in the lake, in the river, plays with her brother in the park. Autumn, she rides her bike, mushrooms with her dad in the forest. In winter, she goes skiing in the mountains and skating in ice rink with her cousins.
Well done. Good job. I really enjoy listening to all of you when you are reading in the group. It's really very nice to hear so many voices trying their very best to make sure that you read together as a team. So there's a lot of teamwork here. Well done. And also when you read together and you do it so well. Thank you very much, children. It's really, really very good to hear this. Okay, so with that, we will go on to our next segment of the lessons. All right. Okay, today I have this song called Little Peter Rabbit. Okay? And there's some actions. If you can follow me, please. Yeah, I would love to see you. Okay, I don't see. Yeah, I would love to see your videos, if possible, if you can on your video so that we all can see each other. All right, so the song goes like this. Little Peter Rabbit has a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit has a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. So he flipped and he flipped and he flew away. So that's how the song goes. Okay, so when we sing it the next time, we get to choose what we leave out. So we leave out Little Peter Rabbit. So we go like this. Had a fly upon his nose. Had a fly upon his nose. Had a fly upon his nose. And he flipped and he flapped and he flew away. And then what we can do, we can take out another word. We can take out upon his nose. So it goes like this. Had a fly upon. Had a upon. Had a fly upon. And he flipped and it flew and it flew away. And finally, as we take out all the words, actually we have no words, we will only have actions. So it goes like this. So this is a very cute song that actually you can take out the words as you sing along. But before we end the session, let's all sing along with all the words. Are you ready? All hands up as Peter Rabbit, please. All hands up. Ready? Go. Little Peter Rabbit has, I can hear you, dear. Had a fly upon his nose. Little
Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. So he flipped and he flapped and he flew away.
Yes, well done. That's cute. Very nice. Okay. Hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If there's any errors or any mistakes, please forgive me. We try our best not to minimize the errors. And thank you for being such good students and participating in the lesson so well with so much of enthusiasm. All right. Very good job, children. Thank you. Thank you very much. See you next week. All right. Let me come out. Okay. So far, children, just one question before we leave. So far, do you understand the lesson? Can you follow the lesson? Are all of you good? Very
Yes.
good. I like the way Omar shakes his head. Good. Omar, good job. Thank you for shaking your head. All right. Hi, children. And Sonali, thank you for your head shake also. Good. It's very good to see when children listen and respond. It's really nice. Thank you so much. All right. Reverend, back to you.
Goodbye, teacher.
Yeah, we forgot to sing